Good morning, growers. Let's get some garden therapy as I'm out here watering my winter garden. Let's talk about two tools that help us listen and validate to children's stories, especially when they're telling us stories about things that they fear. So the first tool is 4 powerful words that are going to help you in so many different circumstances. And they are, and then what happened? So when a child comes to you and they are telling you a story about something that they fear, let's say, for example, little Susie comes up to you and says, "Oh my God, I saw a spider." Sometimes our inclination can be to say something like, "Who's bigger, you or the spider?" Or, "You have nothing to be afraid of, they're just spiders, spiders won't hurt you." Or we have an inclination to go fix the problem. "Where is it at? I'll go kill it for you." No, no, no. Slow that roll. And then what happened, Susie? Well, and then the spider moved. And then what happened? And I really felt scared. And then what happened? What you're trying to get little Susie to do is get to the end of the story. Because for most of us, fear is the middle, but we get stuck on it. We make it the end. The end of the story is that somehow little Susie did something to get around that spider, and now she's at your feet. And you want her to see that fear is not the end, that even though she felt afraid, there was so much more to her story. The second tool, after and then what happened, is active listening. And I want to acknowledge, and I think we should all acknowledge right now, that sometimes listening to kids talk can just be unbearable. No one tells a more rambling, pointless story than kids and drunks. But we have to actively listen to their stories. And active listening means listening, giving them our full, undivided attention, making eye contact, really listening to them, and then repeating back what they say. So you would do something like, "Oh, okay, Susie, so you saw a spider. You really felt afraid. You threw a shoe at it, and then you ran to come tell me." The story will either be affirmed, "Yes, that's exactly what I said," or corrected, "No, no, no, you forgot when I started to cry a little bit." "Okay, you cried, and then you came to me." What you do next is really important. You're supposed to say something like, "Wow, I'm really proud of you. You felt fear, but you were brave and you ran past that spider anyway. You were such a problem solver when you used the shoe. That's a smart idea." You validate. "I know how hard it can be to see something scary. I know when I see things that I'm afraid of, I have similar reactions. I get you. I'm proud of you." What you're trying to do in this moment is transmute the feeling of fear. Susie walked to you with fear in her hands, and you want her to walk away feeling like a problem solver, feeling resilient, feeling proud of herself, feeling powerful. And then what happened in active listening can really help children feel empowered. It can help them learn how to tell their fear stories to not only others, but to themselves, and it can really impact the way they grow. Thanks for growing with me, guys. Bye-bye.